Hi, my name is Hari and I'm the founder of Product School. Now, what is Product School? When you have an idea and you want to take things forward, there are a couple of things we do. Either we go and join an institute which teaches us business modeling and entrepreneurship, or turn to YouTube to figure out what other people have done and some lessons learned and all these things. The third one is go and find some virtual courses in Udemy or any other large organization which they're giving. There's nothing wrong with any one of them. But I'll share my personal story because no two stories are the same. No two entrepreneurs are the same. No two ideas are the same. When I started my first company, Haplo, it was earlier built for co-working spaces, but eventually we translated that into a commercial real estate SaaS platform. Now the journey was 3 years and a lot of research and understanding the market and what we're doing, how we're doing, what is the value we are creating. All these things went into the 3 years. However, there is one thing which stands out in my journey is for the first 3-4 years, I did not have a co-founder. And everybody around me said, it's not going to work because investors need other people on your team, because that's how you convince your co-founder to come on board to go in your journey. The other thing they said is one-man companies, there is a high statistic of their failing, which is actually true too. Because at times you will really run down on energy, and there will be many nights where you decide today is the day, tomorrow morning I'm hanging up the boots. But I didn't give up like that, so I persisted and moved on. To cut the whole story short, today Haplo runs decently. We have 2 developers and a co-founder and myself. That's running on its own, no investor money raised, bootstrapped. Yeah, I did max out my credit cards quite a few times. Along this journey, I also was doing few other things to keep myself running. I used to teach at institutes on business modeling or entrepreneurship, business model canvases, and all these things. And one thing I realized is, even though I'm teaching in institutes and accelerators and incubators, one thing which stood out is it's generic. It's not going to be very personal. That's the pain point what I have realized. Now, when you get an idea to take it forward, and you want to take it to investors or to consumers to sell your story and all the stuff, you need to have that connect with your idea, and you need to have the structure to your idea. Even if you want to get into an accelerator or incubator, you need to do your homework, and then you apply, and then they call you and interview and get there. Before the phase of getting into an accelerator or incubator or revenue or bringing an investor or whatever it is, that journey is where I wanted to focus on, because I felt there is a total big gap there. That's how the idea of Product School came into picture. So I do 3 things in the Product School. One is a 3-month cohort in helping ideators in 12 key areas. The key areas which are required for you to bring structure to your idea. The first thing is you need to understand how do you ideate and what are the tools and techniques which are there. The second part is understanding the domain. Whichever domain you are playing in, you need to understand the domain, without which you cannot create a solution. Again, there are some methodologies to understand the domain. Then you need to understand how to do your market research. Then you have to look at how do you derive the value proposition from your idea to sell it to the consumer. Why are hooks important into your idea? How do you keep people hooked on to your product or service, and how do you keep it running? How do you create the story for your idea? What is the technology you need to use to develop your idea? And how do you design a business roadmap, a technology roadmap? And how do you plan your finances in the first few months or years of your idea coming into market? And finally, how do you launch and how do you take things forward? There are various ways you can do that. This is where the product school comes into picture. It's a 3-month cohort with 12 weeks and 12 sessions. Sessions are going to be virtual, and whatever the remaining days are there, I spend one-on-one with the entrepreneur ideator. You can be one or two or three co-founders who want to get through this program. I can spend time and personally help you in all these three areas. End of the 3 months, you will have a very clear blueprint of your idea. How are you going to build it? How are you going to sell it? And how are you going to make money? And what's the story behind it? If not, you will also understand if your idea is worth spending the money and effort in to make it big or to even go to market. The guarantee what I give is the outcome. So at any point of time during the 3 months, if you're not happy with the program or if you're not getting the required outputs, you can always ask the money to be refunded. I will, but I would need constructive criticism so that I improve myself. This is a one-man journey today. I'm very clear on that, and I'm personally banking it on my experiences and my learnings and my experiences to help you build winning products. So come join the cohort and see what the outcome is.